turning back.
Let's go.
All right.
Here we are.
Here we are.
With another inconsistent episode.
Yeah.
We gotta be gentle to ourselves. A lot's going on. We
were just talking about it. We're just got done with training.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a night, huh?
Dude, big crowd.
Big group.
Big crowd.
Really good fun. Everything was buzzing.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you want, right?
Yeah.
I was not in the mood.
I didn't really want to go today either.
Yeah. I got home. Misty and I started to decorate our Christmas tree. By the way, sometimes my wife, I love her. I love her a lot. Just so I'm going to say that I love her so much. But our house is literally a Pinterest dream. Everything that she does is so meticulous.
Yeah.
It's so thought through. It's so OCD. Everything has its place. She spends hours, Tyler, hours on tiny details, right? And then I fucking pissed off at the world, drink some tequila, mad, have a couple cutwaters, and I'm bitching and complaining. And then I walk in today and I'm like, look at my fucking house. How amazing my wife is, right?
Yeah.
And then she wanted to decorate our Christmas tree.
She sets the tone.
And I didn't have enough beer. I didn't have enough tequila.
Oh, no.
And I still had to go to training. She wanted to, dude, we have light. It was wild. And so the only reason why I went is because I had to pick you up.
Oh, good. I'm glad you did, because it was probably the only reason I went.
That's the only reason.
Because I
had to pick you up.
Yeah, I did not sleep. I had the strangest dream last night.
You said this.
I've been, you know, I've had a lot of extra time on my hands, so I've been getting into some alien stuff. There was a recent Rogan podcast that caught my interest
about weird
about the age of disclosure. I haven't seen the video yet, but I started reading. I've always kind of had this fascination with Skinwalker Ranch because it's like in our backyard.
Sure.
We're in the Uinta Basin. So the Uinta Basin's known for historically having some very, very strange happenings as far as, supernatural things. And we won't, that's not the purpose of our podcast, but I had the dream that me and my son hunted a skinwalker and killed it.
Really?
Yeah. And then I had like the darkest feeling the rest of the night.
Day.
Like the energy was just like.
You know what's weird is that when we were talking about this earlier and you were telling me about it and you said Skinwalker, I was thinking Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Because I have been watching the Game of Thrones from the first, I started the whole series over.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a lot that I missed, but when you said this earlier to me and we were driving to training, I was in my mind, I was thinking the blue-eyed
the White Walkers.
White Walkers.
The White Walkers.
I didn't put two and two together, the Skinwalkers. Let me tell you something. I have been to Vernal and have been late at night, dark. It is dark as fuck out there, dude.
Yeah. And
I've thought to myself, close your eyes, because if you start thinking weird shit, dude, it's weird out there.
Yeah.
That whole thing is weird.
Yeah.
To me, I'm not a big fan of that shit.
I'm not either, but it's just so weird. I've just decided I'm going to keep an open mind. I'm going to read some books.
Sure.
Kind of go down this rabbit hole a little bit, but I think after I finish this book, I've been to Vernal as well, but
it's
whole
dark out there, dude.
It is
one of the coolest places I went. There,
incredible mountain biking.
Mountain biking. You know that there used to be an amusement park.
I did not.
Out there. There used to be like this big casino amusement park out there with the Indians.
Interesting.
There used to be a lot of stuff out there that eventually got torn down, but Vernal has a lot of history with the Indians behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Buffalo Soldiers.
And Buffalo Soldiers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was reading my book. Indians and Buffalo Soldiers, and
yeah,
they were all Freemasons.
Yep.
So it's like super like random stuff. Tons of
you guys have a lot going on with each other, you Mormon people and the Freemasons.
The Mormon people and the Freemasons, yeah. They're
yeah, I was like I said, I did not want to go. When we started training, I was not in the mood. And I was thinking to myself, fuck Danny. You got to get going, because if not, you're going to get your ass kicked tonight, because there was just monsters on the mat, right?
No easy rounds.
And once we started to get the groove going, and I started to get my groove going, I was really happy I was there. It was hot as fuck in there.
It was.
But the energy was really good, and it goes to along the lines of what we were talking about on the way home, which was, this year has not been the easiest year for us with the podcast, but it also hasn't been the easiest for like our friendship, where we stand, like what we need from each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I'm like, man, Tyler's going through this thing, and God, this heavy fucking thing that I have no idea what it's like. I have zero understanding of what a day in the life of Tyler looked like when you were in the cancer realms. I had no idea, but I was like, sometimes I'd be like, God, does he just need time for himself? We'd be talking, and I don't even know if you would know, but we would be talking, and then all of a sudden the direction of our conversation would change, and I'd be like, I can't keep up.
I am coming out of a serious chemo fog. Like what I noticed out of all of the side effects, out of everything that I went through, all the damage and healing and repair, that like cognitively, that was the thing I was probably the most aware of. I think on the podcast I told the story about the coffee. Did I tell the story about the coffee?
I don't remember.
Maybe I'll recap. I just got to a point near the end of my treatment where I'm on this particular drug, this ATRA drug. And I like to point fingers at it because it's the most, and I know I've talked about it on the podcast, the ATRA, but it's the one that crosses the blood-brain barrier and blah, 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 blah. But like there was a point near the end. I thought round 4 would just be like, hey, I'm a breeze. I did not realize by the time round 4 rolled around how just kind of out of control I felt in my head. I did not feel in control of anything. And I'm now detoxing from all of these drugs. I'm detoxing from arsenic, and I've stopped smoking weed that was helping with me with nausea. And like, I'm feeling like I'm coming back into myself. I have more clarity. I couldn't even, like, I wasn't even focused. Like I was at my doctor ready to just say, hey, like lock me up. I feel like I'm going.
Oh, yes, you did tell the coffee story.
Yeah, I'm going mentally insane. And I've had a whole thing where I pour out the coffee in
this is so wild.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing is that like cognitively I knew that I was wrong, but I didn't feel like I was in control.
Sure.
And so now that I'm kind of coming off of these things, I'm feeling the control coming back. I'm feeling the clarity come back.
Yeah.
And it's now illuminating what am I doing? What am I doing? What's next? Right? Like 2026 is right around the corner. It's and so
well, and I told you tonight that I didn't feel like I was the best friend to you the last couple of months, because there were lots of times when I was just like, oh man, I don't know what to say, don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And my own journey, I love Riley right now.
She is just all about her tail.
And I think it's because of boredom, right?
She has been cooped up.
That's how, like, like I get the same way. Like I'm like chasing my tail.
Yeah.
But I felt like my own bullshit or my own shit was like, I kind of got to like, I don't have the time or the energy to be like, how's Tyler today?
Yeah.
Even though like when we would talk, we'd be like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
We were trying. Sometimes it felt superficial of like, just like checking a box.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I don't want to do that either, because that's not who I am. And I know that's not who you are either. But we have this platform. And then it's like, of course, we're fucking real life. We're not. I go back to our episode 1, which is Lost, and our episode 2.
You're not invited to the podcast,
which was reinvention, right?
Yeah.
And we go back to those. What were we looking for? Why did we do this? All this other thing, but here we are in this new version of ourselves, and what's it going to look like? Hey,
She's the unofficial mascot of the podcast.
I love it.
And
I wonder if her ear will ever go.
yeah, I don't know.
That one will go straight.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. I think, I don't know.
Yeah, we.
Anyway, sorry, and we digress. We digress.
No, it's okay. It goes back to our goals. What do we see ourselves as being? And truth of the matter is fuck it.
Yeah,
fuck it. We're men who are every day have to wake up and be 100% on. And no faltering. Yeah. And even when we falter, we are like, no, fuck that. We're not faltering.
I think it has definitely been an interesting ride, right? We've grown through, and I'm not the only one who's going through, you've got your own trials. And I think I'm aware of it, and I'm trying not to be selfish and saying, hey, I need Danny. I need this person. Like, I want to be cognizant. I never want to get in the way of what Danny's got going on. I want to be Danny's biggest cheerleader.
Sure.
And because I felt that, and regardless of what's going on in the dynamic, like I've always felt like Danny's always in my corner,
sure.
Right? Like maybe he's not showing up in the way I need him to, but I know he's there.
Sure,
I know he's there, and I hope that's the same. You feel that same reciprocation, and I love that the concept of being lost. Like we had such a good platform, we had such a good thing going, and now we've got to get back to the basics. And what are the basics for the podcast? What are our roots? What do we really want to accomplish with this? And it's about finding yourself in these situations where you feel lost
and being okay, right?
Right.
Because I think that's where I struggled the most. Of like, I wasn't okay with like, what did you need?
Yeah.
And what did I need?
Yeah.
And then what did our friendship need?
Yeah.
And our friendship, like I never worry about our friendship.
Right.
Like I never do.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, like, there are times when I know that I'm like, fuck, I 100% let Tyler down.
No.
Not like that you felt that way, or not that you would feel that way.
Yeah.
But even if you did, you could be like, no, yeah, you did. But you would also go like, oh, fuck that. Don't fucking feel that way.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, the feeling was mutual, right? Like, I know that, like, hey, Danny's not calling me. Maybe I need to reach out, right? Yeah. Like, I am aware that I am going through shit, and I just need to reach out. And I'm throwing that lifeline out there, and maybe it feels like I'm checking the box, but like, sometimes maybe that's all we can do. We can do is just check that box. And we can just hope that at some point we get to a point where we can take a breath and we can say, okay.
And that's when you think like men get in their own way, right?
Yeah.
Because I bet there's men out there that go, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm worried about me.
Yeah.
And I'm self-preservation me.
Right.
Right. And that's what I want men to understand, is that this world is not built. It's not built for you to be in this like, woe is me.
Yeah.
But we get fucking woe is me. And I even think like the holidays bring those feelings forefront, right? Because you have all these expectations, you have all these things. Like I was, I told you like last week, Misty was, she needed something and I didn't know what to do. I was like, fuck man, I'm not, I've got to save money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not spending money on what you want me to spend money on.
Yeah.
And then it was like, fuck it, man, I'm going to make more money. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I bought her a plane ticket and she was so happy. And had I just like done that from the beginning, instead of being stubborn and being like, no, I got to preserve. I just came through a government shutdown.
Yeah.
I got to pay my mortgage. I got to get ahead of my bills. I had 2 bills that I wanted to pay off, and I got really close to paying them off, and I didn't have, money in the bank for some things that she wanted, and we got into a fight about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it. I get tunnel vision, Tyler, like 100% tunnel vision.
I can't even imagine how frustrating it would be to be working an incredibly stressful job that you work, and then to have how insulting it is to get a pay stub that just says zero. Just says 0.
2 of them.
Yeah.
And then my last ones, because let me tell you what happened to me. Let me tell you what happened to me that like I got in my own head. And I haven't shared this with very many people. I'm a veteran, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've done this job for almost 30 years. When I get done, I'm almost 30 years. I started in the military. And so on Veterans Day, I took the day off because Misty was having a moment. I took 2 days off, Veterans Day. When you take a day off on a holiday for government, it's 8 hours of nothing. You get 8 hours of so it's a holiday. So it's just considered nothing. I've got this supervisor at my work that decided they wanted to make a name out of me and wanted to make a lesson to me. And they marked me as AWOL. AWOL is absent without leave. In the military, that means I haven't called, I haven't checked in, I haven't given anything, right? This person marked me down as AWOL on Veterans Day, and I'm a fucking veteran. I was so mad, Tyler. I was so mad. I went to work and I didn't say one whole night. I didn't say a single thing to anybody besides the airplanes. Didn't talk to nobody. And they kept saying, Danny, are you all right? Danny, are you all right? And you know what I kept saying is I kept saying, I'm a fucking veteran. And I took Veterans Day off and you marked me as AWOL. And you know what they told me? They said, that's a placeholder. We didn't know if you had enough leave to cover it. We're in a government shutdown. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm a veteran.
Yeah.
I served my country. I've done everything that I'm supposed to do at this job. You marked me AWOL. And they were like, it's a placeholder. And I said, in my world, with all of my military family, if I told them that I got marked as AWOL, they would think that I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because I've never called, because I didn't call in, I didn't check in, I just didn't show up for work. No, that's not what happened. I just took the day off.
That is
to help my wife get through a moment. I bought her a plane ticket that day. Because I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm going to make more money.
Yeah.
When I seen that I went to work and I seen that I was marked as AWOL, I was so mad, Tyler, that I didn't get out of my own head for almost 3 days. For almost 3 days, I sat at work. I didn't talk to people. I finally started to come out of it. And they were like, we were so worried about you, Danny. And I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. I don't want to deal with this kind of shit. Wow. And that solidified me knowing that this job was not for me anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that just gives a little backstory to like where I was at the last couple of weeks. I was just like, I don't want to be a part of this shit no more. Yeah. But I couldn't get out of my own way. You know, I was showing up to like training in like a fog. I was showing up to my house in a fog.
Yeah.
I was showing up to like wrestling in a fog. I was showing up to life in a fog. All because these cocksuckers in this moment, you know. And it was a bummer.
That is, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you shouldered that by yourself. And I probably wasn't a good enough friend to reach out and see it. And I'm sorry.
I didn't share it with nobody. I shared it with my wife and my kids, and they were cool. I shared it with some people at work that knew, you know, but I was so mad. I couldn't get out of it, man. I couldn't get out of it. And even right now, like I'll joke around about it at work. But for right now, I have 16 hours of leave or 16 hours of work that I'm not getting paid for because I was marked AWOL.
And they can't go back in and fix it.
Right now, they tell me that our system is not letting us fix it. 16 hours. That's differentials. It's holiday stuff. It's like, it's all these like things on extra. So 16 hours at my pay would be close to like, you know, $2,000.
Jesus.
And I don't know if I'll get it.
Write your congressman.
And they don't give a fuck. I got a letter from my congressman that said, thank you for telling me that you were government shutdown. Please look at what I'm doing. And I was like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care.
They don't.
He's a Republican. He doesn't care, man. He wants this shit.
Man.
Still again.
Yeah.
It's not it's an unfortunate situation for me, but then I remember like how great I have it.
Yeah.
You know, how good my life is. And what this platform for me means is that I can vent and other people can be like, yeah, I was in that moment too, you know? And
yeah.
And I wasn't my best self, you know? but I can crawl my way out of it. And other people would probably be like, nobody really knew that I was going through those things.
No.
Besides my wife, she knew that I was like struggling mentally, wanting to grab people by their fucking throat, and being like a little like,
Yeah.
And
The
she'd be
same
like,
way I was feeling medicated, right?
Yeah.
And yeah.
35 days
That's
is all I have left. 35 days.
Man, I'm proud of you for pulling yourself out of it, and I'm grateful for your friendship, and I'm grateful that we have this platform. Like the platform is lead by example, right? Like ductus exemplo. I've been doing a lot of family history research, and I realized my grandfather was served in World War II.
Okay.
My great grandfather served in World War I, and our military service stopped because the importance was to go on a mission.
Oh.
And I'm like, man, I feel so robbed.
Yeah.
Because I think to me that brotherhood would have been a lot more important and long lasting. Like I look back at the people that I still contact from my mission. I'm in touch with one person over that 2 years. And I'm like, the relationships, I didn't build what I wanted to build. It wasn't me. I did it for somebody else, I think. Yeah. If I had a mulligan, I would have gone back and figured out how to serve something bigger like this country. And I'm proud to have friends that are veterans like you. And I'm sorry you got fucked over. Yeah. It's not right. And I'm going to write my congressman and
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, and then, then I'm going to pile on, dude. Then so I got paid not last Friday, but the Friday before. I wake up and I'm like, oh, getting a paycheck, and it's going to be good. And like I said, I paid a bill down that I just was like, oh, I kind of wish I had that money back. But I had just do this, Danny. That's what kind of made me and Misty fight. And then my cousin texted me and he goes, hey, did any of you guys get that $10,000? And I was like, oh no. Oh fucking no. And he said, the only people in my unit that got it weren't even working for us. They were just shown in our building, but they weren't in our building. So what I in that moment deduced is that everybody's going to get screwed. So what happened is they released they were going to give $10,000 if you did not take any leave during the shutdown. Well, I took those 2 days off. Both days was to hang out with my wife because she was going through just something that I needed to be there for. The only 2 days I took off was those 2 days. So I Google $10,000 and sure as shit, they're talking about how they're giving $10,000 to air traffic controllers that didn't take any leave off. There's probably 15,000 air traffic controllers ish. Do you know how many people got it? 760.
Wow.
Do you know why? Because those people probably were not controlling traffic. They were like, they're upstairs doing other bullshit.
Clerical.
And maybe they're not, like, they probably don't need to take the leave because they're not controlling traffic.
They're not
being affected by what's going on.
They don't have the stress. They
don't have the stress. They're not working 6-day work weeks.
Yeah.
They're not working,
Your
60,
9 to 5
70 hours
work.
a week, right? These guys are probably lost the ability to control. 760 people. Of those people, 330 are air traffic controllers.
Damn.
That's all that got. And then Trump said that we were not patriotic because we didn't come to work when we were supposed to. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Two things. I have to tell my wife this. So I said, there was a $10,000 bonus. And my wife was like, oh, that means you got it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I took 2 days off, remember? And I could see on her face that she was like, you dumbass. Dumbass. And then she was like, it's okay. It's okay. We didn't need it anyways. And I could see like, it was like, God damn it. And then a couple hours later, she's like, you know what? Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. And that's a bullshit ploy. And I'm proud of you for who you are.
Yeah.
And it helped, but I could still see her like sting of like, God damn it, that would have paid off a bunch of stuff that we would have been happy about, you know?
Yeah.
And then you go, what's your time worth? You know?
Yeah.
It's worth more than $10,000.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a rough week last week.
But that asshole called you unpatriotic. That orange motherfucker.
I know. And I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You didn't serve.
Yeah.
You didn't even serve your country. Cocksucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, look at my family history. Look at my family wall.
Yeah.
Everybody served in the military.
That is, you
Fucker.
got a son currently serving.
Yeah. So
Wow.
then you go, like you said, when you look at these things that we've been through, right? And for all intents and purposes, our friendship wasn't faded.
No.
Our outside world wasn't faded. We weren't looking at this kind of a thing. You know, people don't see me and go, Danny's miserable.
Yeah.
I would even say that people don't look at you and go, Tyler's miserable. I think people go, Tyler's in a moment. You know, he's got something that he's dealing with.
Oh, I wear my feelings on my sleeve. That just comes from growing up with my mom. I love her to death. But yeah, well,
I think I do too.
Yeah.
Professors told me before that he's like, you know instantly what mood you're in.
Yeah.
Zach pissed me off tonight.
Oh yeah.
Blue belt Zach.
Wait, he's purple belt Zach now.
No, it was blue belt Zach. The
Sorry, the other Zach. Yeah, the newer one.
Yeah, the one that just came back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, you had a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Did you get results already?
I mean, there's still one. It's like the PCMA-RMA test. It's like it's the one where they drill into my hip. They take my bone marrow.
Wait, you did that last week though.
I had the test done. So on the 14th of November, they pulled the port, they did a spinal tap, and they did this.
You don't have the results from that yet.
It takes about 2 weeks. She was pretty shocked. My doctor was pretty shocked. We didn't have it today. She said, expect a call. The last one I had was negative. The blood counts look negative, so there's no reason to think that something magical would show up.
When we were training on Sunday, when we were training on that day that, I felt like I was like, oh man, his energy's insane.
Yeah.
What day was that? Would have been Friday after Thanksgiving. Oh, that was Friday.
It was Saturday because I worked a double at the rink that day.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Saturday because I missed Friday. My body was just beat after training on Thanksgiving. Riley and I did 6 miles.
And I remember the first round we trained, dude, and I was like, holy fuck, Tyler. Oh my God. And I was like, well, I think either we need to fight, like punch each other because we're mad at each other, or just fucking go hard.
Yeah.
The one time we were training and I was like, remembered your port, and I was like, I hope this fucking hurts his chest. And I was like, all I can imagine is like you standing up and being like, that's right, motherfucker. You didn't do anything. And you're like blood coming out of your port, dude.
It's, I mean,
it's closed all the way.
Yeah. I mean, what's weird is that like, even a few weeks ago, I could feel kind of like a pocket where the skin kind of just needed to re-go. Like it was like, I don't know, like your kneecap. Like when your kneecap's down, you can kind of like, you got that extra little.
Oh yeah,
you get that extra. That's kind of how it felt here. You know, there's like a little extra pocket, but now it's kind of like the muscle and the fat and tissues are kind of growing back together. So it's like a little bit more.
I was surprised at your durability and your strength. You're always strong in like certain areas, especially like if you make a grip like Dave, and you're able to like turn, like if you're able to steer me in a direction where I can't recover. You grabbed me one time and like you like turned me and I was like, God damn it, here it comes. Because usually like you're able to come to the top. And I remember like thinking, fight like a motherfucker, Danny. Don't get put right here because if he comes to the top, he's gonna fucking kill you. And I think we got into like this, like stopped for a second, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It was even that day, like there was other people that had like some energy that was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Must have been like holidays, just whatever we were carrying into it. Because
yeah.
you know what was cool though is like you had to leave early.
Yeah.
And even when you left, I was like, oh, he's in a better mood when he left. And I was like, oh, that's what you want. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I want. This platform, my jiu-jitsu, my friendships to always be like, this is life. This is life. What's happening. I tell people when they're like, hey, you do a podcast? And I'm like, yeah, but you need to listen from day one to now. And you're going to see life in all of its forms.
Yeah.
Because there's so much that we've lived through. There's so much that we've been a part of. And it feels like I've known you my entire life.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I love having not just Danny, but all of the Ocañas in my corner, and I feel it. And I'm always excited for the holidays at the Ocañas because Misty's one of the best cooks I've ever met in my life.
So good. All Spanish speakers this year.
All Spanish speakers.
No, well, besides you and me and Misty.
I got my kids this year, so
everybody come over.
All right, we'll figure it out. We got some games. We'd love to contribute. And
yeah.
What's next? Where do we take this next? Because I feel like this last 3. I mean, we've been doing this. This will be going into year 3. Where do you want to take this? Where do you see this going? I see, like I said, I see us kind of going back to some of our basics. I'd love to cover books. I'd love to maybe get back to our roots in some ways. I'd love to cut some of the fat, I'd like to be more purposeful and have more clarity. And I think why this works is because a lot of times we are just off the cuff. We're very raw and real with each other. But I also think that there's some benefit to having a little bit of structure. Like where do you see this going and what's new? And I'm prefacing this because one, I want this to be the last episode of the year that we launch for a couple reasons. One, I think both of us need the time to kind of just regroup and refocus given all that we've gone through and just enjoy the holidays.
Yeah.
Enjoy each other.
Yeah.
And come back with, okay, whatever day we choose to come back, we're going to come out with that same fucking energy we had in that training round, because we know that there are men out there who are choosing to opt out. They're opting out every day. Every day they're opting out.
Well, you and I, when like that is, we have that ability to bump fist, fight, and be like, cool, we're good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah.
I see us doing one more episode
do one more?
Before the end of the year.
Okay.
I see us having a direction of reinvention because of what we just went through this last little while, and being lost is completely fine. And we said that being lost is completely fine. It's not lost like I can't find my way.
No, yeah.
It's lost. I don't know my way.
Yeah.
Because I don't know right now. I truly don't know. I don't know what I want to get back to books.
Yeah.
I told you today I've been listening to Scar Tissue.
Okay.
Anthony Kiedis's biography. It's a little pompous. It's a little grandiose.
Yeah.
Of his world, There's a couple times I'm interested to see if you have the same take where you're like, did you get everybody's permission on this?
Yeah.
Does everybody know that you just fucking said this?
Yeah.
It's funny because I see people in our academy sometimes say things and I'm like, did you get somebody's permission before you fucking said that? You know? And I think that some people just like have that ability to be like, no, I'm going to say it. Whatever I think, My son is one of them, Tristan. He says things and I'm like, whoa, I would never say that. But he gets away with it. Says things and I'm like, well, holy fuck, that probably would come. If I said that, it would come over such weird, right?
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear other people's takes on it. Like you said, books. More of acceptance and understanding that like we don't have this figured out.
Oh
man,
no.
maybe we just got fucking promoted to blue belt.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, maybe our ability is we just got promoted to blue belt of like, holy fuck, we had like, we know how to podcast.
Yeah.
We know how to talk to each other.
Yeah.
We could sit here and do this all day, every day.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Without missing a beat.
Yeah.
And we may come off as like, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
No, and it's
a promotion.
It is, yeah. It's a promotion. That's a good way to look at it. I like that insight. I think it is an insight. I'm excited. I'm excited for what is to come. I felt like we were at a precipice, right? Where this is either going to it's going to drastically change. I think it's going to drastically change no matter what, right? Like it's going to because we are a blue belt. We're speaking the podcast language. We know
how to do it.
We know how to do it. We know what we want to get done. You know, we have some specific goals in mind, but you know, it very easily could have just said, yeah, let's retire this, right? The incline, we were both climbing an incline. You were on your path, I was on my path, and the incline was steep.
Sure.
And you know, now we've made it to this little ledge, and we're gonna rest, and we're gonna retool, and we've got some great energy, and great things are gonna come.
We do have good people around us, because I still would like to go back to interviewing people, getting insight from other men.
Yeah.
Of how, man, we have so many people. We have so many eclectic people around our lives that are going through some things, good, bad, indifferent, and struggles that men go through that they're told that the struggle is supposed to be masked, right? And supposed to be, shut up, tie your boots.
Yeah.
Put your boots on.
Yeah.
Go waddle through shit.
Yeah.
And smile about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I still think that what we bring and what our ideas are is still genuine.
Yeah.
I do think that the last two podcasts that we did were were contrived.
I mean, it was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The one thing I will promote is I am building my Substack. I have been writing very specifically.
I don't like Substack.
In Substack. You don't?
I don't like it because I got a weird one today. I got a weird one today from Substack, and I don't know what the fuck. I've never subscribed to Substack except for yours. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This one was, I'm a cuck. Cuck? Is that the guy that watches?
Yeah.
For my wife and son. And I was like, what?
Yeah. It is.
Is there, so let me ask you this. How would that have shown up in my email?
That is a good question. I don't know.
I was like, what the fuck? And so, sorry, I'm swearing a lot today because I'm on, we did have I did have some hard training rounds. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of thinking about them.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking about some training rounds that I had that I was like, oh, that person got me today.
I mean, some days you're the hammer. Some days you're the nail.
I have a guy at work that says funny things like that.
I don't know. I mean, I think Substack is interesting in the sense that you obviously it is a way. It is social media without the ads, right? You should be subscribing to what you're interested in, and you really shouldn't be getting suggestions. I've never gotten a suggestion like that.
It was so weird. It was the first thing I seen this morning, and honestly, I was like, whoa, what in the world? So the first one says, Sexual depravity of Amerindians. And I was like, what in the world? It's gone. But it said, I'm a cuck. Am I saying that wrong?
Well, one, I'm not in that
Cuckold?
sphere, but I do.
Cuckold?
Cuckold is
Cuckold?
is the term I've heard.
CUCK?
Yeah.
I'm a cuck for my son and wife. And I was like, whoa. I did click it.
I mean, how could you not? They got you.
I'm still at the end of the day a pervert. And it was like, I just took a shower with my son and I was like,
okay. Too much.
I'm thinking about it.
I mean, how could you not?
I clicked it, dude. I was so perverted.
I mean, I think these are, to me, these are real people writing real stories, right?
That's not AI?
Well, I mean, people could be using AI. You know what I mean? I don't think it's any more AI than what is going through Facebook right now. I think Facebook is predominantly just bots and AI anymore. I don't think that it's like real. I don't think it's real social connection anymore.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I only have Facebook because the marketplace is insane.
Oh, I hate that place.
I know, but
I get trapped in that.
You can buy, and
dude.
you can find so much crazy shit on Facebook Marketplace.
Back to Substack.
But back to Substack, yes.
I mean, so mad.
It does. If I were to say like Twitter is right, Substack would be probably a little bit left.
Oh,
but I don't know. I mean, I don't prescribe to those kind of politics. I've always kind of been very punk rock when it comes to my politics. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Eat the rich and, whatever. Like I have some weird political ideas in and of myself, and I don't really prescribe to any one party, but
me either.
I mean, I think anymore now, like
I was so fucking mad at Trump when he said that shit.
I don't blame you.
Sucker.
I don't blame you. And like in your heart of hearts, you're kind of like, well, yeah, this is what everybody was warning us about, right? Like,
yeah, dude. So then he said some things that I'm like, I'll kind of agree with you.
Yeah. And I mean,
but then I was like, the Substack, because there are some articles that I've read before, and maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is that I've clicked on other people's things before, and I was like, oh, the art, the yours, of course I read yours.
Yeah.
But then other people, I do that. I've read, but podcasts, like, like I've been on podcasts before, searching, going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like it doesn't give me, this is what I think you should listen to. But maybe it's because I don't know how to like navigate that world.
When I think too, depending on where you get your podcast, right? Specifically with Substack, right? They're a social media, and the goal of social media is not social. It's about spending time in their app. Sure. So they're going to continually suggest things that they think are interesting to you. So there's still an algorithm there. But what I like about Substack is that like I have built a feed of just the stuff that I want to. I mean, I probably subscribe to like 5 or 6 things, and that's it. That's it. Like I don't spend a lot of time.
You prescribe to somebody that's perverted.
I mean, I've definitely read some weird perverted stuff out there. I'm a voyeur of all of the same. Like sure. I think I can appreciate good writing, and as I'm trying to make my writing better and more descriptive. Like there are some areas of where I've spent time that I'm like, oh, I can't believe I read that, and there's some areas where I won't even touch. Sure. I won't even touch. There's a lot of because in Substack, you can do one of 3 things. You can do a video post, you can do a text post, or you can do a combination. And you can publish your podcast through there. So I do have a link out in my Substack to this podcast.
To ours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So all of our podcasts. And it's just a way for me. It's a way for me as I'm building, and I have a goal to write a book. I think that's what I kind of want to turn my Substack into. It's a way for me to just kind of put some ideas out there, and then potentially, I hate to say it, but I am going to try to monetize as I move more towards building a therapy practice, some of these things that I've experienced. So, for a small fee, people can get a little bit more exclusive content, right? But this podcast for now is always going to be this podcast, and Substack will be some amalgamation of what we do here. But I like what we share here. I like it that there's zero, like there's no paywall.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd love some sponsors, like give us some money to keep doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd love to hype people up. We'd love to hype people up. That especially products we care about, and we know people that are doing good things out there. We have good friends that are out there doing cool things.
I agree.
And we want to use this platform to share what they're doing as well. So
I agree. Yeah. I think that like going forward, I would like to do one more, like put some effort into not just come here and bullshit, like put in some, like what we used to do, like put some ideas out there just to wrap up the year. Maybe do it right before the end of the year, maybe like around the 27th, 28th.
Yeah.
Because my wife will be out of town and I'll have plenty of time.
Cool.
That'll be right before, that'll be 1 week before, I'll have 1 week. I love what she's doing.
She just wants to be anywhere but here.
Right. That'll be 1 week before like my
final
official retirement date. So it'll give me some idea. It'll give me some ability to decompress and also get out of my mind of the fears that I have. But reinvention, fear, lost, pseudo selves, what we did, like our names, like all of those things that we had going on.
Yeah.
You're right. Like going back to that, starting back, remembering what the thought process of this was, because we literally can sit here, talk about other shit and still capture an audience that is of need of this. Because I do believe that like it's like every other business, right? That 3 to 5 years is where we're at right now. Is that growth and the monetization. If you make it past that, then I mean we're gonna be rolling in dough.
Give me that Joe Rogan money.
And somebody's gonna hear us and go, holy shit, I can resonate with this. And I think people like resonate with us a lot, especially lately, because I think people still go, how's Tyler doing?
Yeah.
How's cancer? How's this?
Yeah.
How's that? How's Danny doing? How's the retirement?
Yeah.
Man, next year, bro, my life is going to look completely different.
Where are you going to drive that bus?
I know. And my bus is going to be my daily driver.
I love it.
I was driving into town today and I seen a newer VW bus, like an 80 to 89. And I was like, oh, that's going to be me.
Yeah.
Driving around.
Just collecting them.
Man, today we were driving home and I was thinking, I wish we could have captured what we were talking about prior, because I was worried that I had upset you. I was worried that I had made you mad. I think I did. I think you were frustrated with me over some things because I was flippant the last couple of weeks. Like I have been flippant. I've been like, I'm going to call you, and then I don't. And it wasn't because I didn't want to. It wasn't because I didn't know that I should as a friend. It's because I couldn't get out of my own way.
Yeah.
Giving you some of the backstory tonight only gives you like just an idea of what my own head fucked up was,
Yeah.
And it's not to make you feel bad. It's not to make anybody feel bad, but I was worried that I had pissed you off. So I gave you a couple of days because I was like, well, I'm not going to call right away because like it's not my job to hey Tyler, are we okay? You know me, man. I don't have that kind of fucking personality. But I also feel like I'm so grateful for your friendship because while you may not feel like it's always like what's Tyler going through? You always like when I'm thinking about things, I'll get a text message. You're like, "Hey, how's Danny?" And I'm like, "Holy fuck, that fucking! How did you know?"
I'm trying. You know what I mean. I'm not completely. Hopefully I'm not so self-absorbed that I'm not reaching out. Like I didn't know, and I'm grateful that you felt comfortable. Opening up and being a little bit vulnerable. Yeah. I think that's the beauty of how this relationship works. You've spent so much time helping me build me. Like of course I want to be the same mirror to you. Yeah. Right. That's what friends do. That's what other men do for other men when we start building our tribe, and that's it. We're encouraging people to build tribes. Like, hey, if you like what we do and you want to join our tribe, cool. If you get inspired to do the same, hell yeah, even better. Like, even better. We don't all have to be one tribe. We're not all always going to get along. You know, there's going to be some other people that like to, you know, do shit that we're not into, and go do that shit. Like, we encourage it. Like,
and do it for somebody, and be like what our relationship is like, it's okay if we get mad at each other. It's okay if we're like, don't know what each other needs. Right.
Yeah.
Cause truthfully, like, there's a marriage of people here. Right.
Yeah.
And growth happens when you don't even know growth is happening.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, we go back to, men aren't given a book of how to handle relationships.
No.
You know, most of the time people just are like, fuck it. I'm going to chase my tail until I get fucking tired, and nobody's paying attention to me. Damn it, I'm going to go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, you're 100%, you're 100% right. You know, it is that way. Yeah. It is that way. And we have a tendency to over personalize. We have the tendency to compartmentalize and to shut down and to overthink, like all of these things. Nobody's immune from these things. Right. I think we're the first, we're not the first. We won't be the last to say, you know, this is, I guess what I'm trying to say is we learn from example. Right. And so my goal is that if nothing else, we become an example of how it can be done.
And at the end of the day, we're men.
And yeah.
And we've shared. I was telling somebody the other day, like, how in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, somebody's going to be able to see this, go back, and they're going to hear your and I's voice, and how fucking happy that makes me.
Yeah.
Like, how stoked I am that my friend brought this idea to me, and we were like, yeah, let's do it. And then looking back, we'll be able to look back and listen to every episode and know what mood we were in.
Yeah.
And know what we were going through at that time, you know? And that's what I see as you and I, is like, we're exactly what men are. We're fucked up individuals. We're crazy creatures.
Yeah.
But what do we need in life? We need sustenance. We need a person.
Yep.
We need a fight.
We need good sleep.
We need sleep.
We need good food.
We need good food.
We need good companionship.
I need to take a shit every once in a while.
Yeah.
I can't get backed up.
You know? Yeah. I mean, we have some very visceral and physical needs, right?
And I think other men are going to see that and be like, man, I'd like to hang out with Danny and Tyler. You know? Because I think, like, there are people that are like, I'm so happy that I know Danny and Tyler, you know, because they're going to be gone through our journey. And so I hope our audience knows that, you know, that we're just this is it.
Yeah.
And we're going to make good improvements. And we just maybe, like I said, maybe we got promoted, and we can take a step back and be like, okay, we know where to go with this thing.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not experts.
We're not experts.
You know,
we're just trying to lead by example.
Lead by example.
I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for tonight. Today was good. It was, I looked forward to hanging out with you from when I picked you up to now, and I was like, okay, I just needed that in my life.
Yeah, we just needed a little bit of a reboot.
For sure.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
All right, guys. Hey, we're gonna keep at it. We're gonna go into more episodes this
Here we go.
This month. But I think expect some big things for 2026. I had a dream. I won the Powerball.
Let's go.
I feel like the universe owes me something.
I think so too.
I feel like the universe owes me something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be big.
It's going to happen.
All right.
Yeah. Appreciate you, brother.
Wow. Thank you. Appreciate you. Cheers, everybody.
Good night.
Rise up, don't turn it back.